Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So thank you for all the subscriptions, and if you let me remind you once again, if you have any questions, you can please write them in the direct messaging of my Instagram. I will write my Instagram handles right here and also in the description below. So please go over there, and if you have any questions, you can ask me there. I usually answer the questions within a week or so, sometimes on the same day if I'm not busy. So if you have any questions regarding coming to Germany or Switzerland, please write a direct message through my Instagram. So today I want to talk about a topic that not many people know about, and that is there are absolutely no written exams while doing your post-graduation training in Germany. Yes, this is a crazy thought. It's a crazy thing. Right from the time you come to Germany, that is your registration exam, your Fachsprachenprüfung exam, and once you start your postgraduate training, that's surgical training, internal medicine training, or whatever that is, over 5 years, you have no exams. And even after you finish your final exam, and even in your final postgraduate exam, there is no written exam. All the exams are oral viva exams. So let's go through these exams one by one. So first and foremost, you need to have your B2 language certificate. And in Germany now they have something called a C1 medical exam as well. Let me get into the details of this. So how did this come about and things like this. So when I first came to Germany in 2011, we had no Fachsprachenprüfung. So 2010, 2011 was the time when a lot of foreign doctors started coming into Germany. The German medical board did not know exactly how to process so many doctors all at once. So they were issuing medical licenses to almost every doctor that was coming into Germany. But it started becoming clear very soon that many of these doctors, even though they presented the B2 language certificate, couldn't interact with patients. This is what I keep saying. There are people with even C1 language certificates that cannot put a sentence of German together. This is the absolute truth. Having a B2 or C1 language certificate doesn't mean you can speak German. To speak German, you have to practice it on a day-to-day basis, on a day-to-day setting, preferably in Germany. Let me highlight that once again, preferably in Germany or in a German-speaking country. Having a B2 German language certificate might get you through the bureaucratic process, but you will really have trouble keeping a job for more than 6 months. So it became clear to the German authorities after 2011 that many of these doctors couldn't put a sentence of German together. A lot of patients started complaining in German hospitals that their doctor couldn't understand what they were saying, or they couldn't communicate with the doctors. So the medical boards of Germany came together and came up with a new exam. The only exam before that, until 2011, was the approbation exam, or the Gleichwertigkeitsprüfung. So what this exam was, the Gleichwertigkeitsprüfung, is basically the registration exam for Germany. To get your permanent registration in Germany, to start practicing as a doctor in Germany. So if you come from a non-EU country, your degree it's not considered optimal for German standards. As an example, I moved to Germany from India. So my medical degree in India was considered too short, a year short of the German medical system. This is true also for nursing degree. They're considered not optimal for German standards. They're considered too short, or the curriculum is insufficient for German standards. So this is why you have the Gleichwertigkeitsprüfung. Gleichwert means equalization. So Gleichwert means something that is of equal value. So Gleichwertigkeitsprüfung means your degree is being made equal to the German degree, or equalizing degree. In other words, this is the registration exam of Germany. So all foreign doctors coming into Germany, all non-EU foreign doctors coming into Germany had to take the Gleichwertigkeits exam after their B2 language certificate. And once they passed the Gleichwertigkeits exam, they were given the permanent registration. And after that, they were just like any other German doctor. You could apply anywhere and, you know, move anywhere in Germany and things like that. Now, there was some problem because of the backlog. There were too many doctors applying for the Gleichwertigkeits exam, but too few exam dates. They couldn't accommodate all the candidates on particular days. So what they introduced was something called a Berufserlaubnis. So what is Berufserlaubnis? This system also exists in Australia because I had applied in Australia as well, and I know a little bit of the Australian system as well. So they introduced something called the Berufserlaubnis. Berufserlaubnis means Beruf is profession, Erlaubnis means permission. So Berufserlaubnis, they're giving you permission to, you know, to practice your profession. So because of the backlog, they couldn't issue appointments for the Gleichwertigkeits exam. So until the candidate could take the Gleichwertigkeits exam, he was allowed to work under supervision through a temporary registration. And this temporary registration is called Berufserlaubnis in Germany. So basically Berufserlaubnis is a temporary registration where you have to work where you work only under supervision. You're not allowed certain things. For example, you cannot do night shifts. You cannot perform operative procedures and things like that. Now, regarding Berufserlaubnis, those doctors who come to Germany and say that, oh, we are not getting any appointments for Gleichwertigkeits exam, we are waiting for a long time and things like that, you can start working as a doctor through Berufserlaubnis. I'll get into the details of how to do this later. Let me just cover these topics first. So you can start working as a doctor in Germany through Berufserlaubnis. Your salary will be the same as a German doctor, but after a year or sometimes 6 months, depending on which state you're working in, you have to take your Gleichwertigkeits exam. So basically you can work in the state I was in, that is Bavaria, the southeastern state in Germany called Bavaria, or in German it's called Bayern. So in Bayern or Bavaria, I was supposed to take the Gleichwertigkeits exam or the approbations exam after 1 year. I had to take it after 1 year because my Berufserlaubnis or the temporary registration was valid for just a year. After 1 year, I got the appointment for my approbation or Gleichwertigkeits exam, and I passed it and I got my permanent registration. And after that, I was just like any other doctor in Germany. So that, which meant I could do night shifts, I could do, you know, weekend shifts and all of these things. Like I said, many doctors passed their approbation or Gleichwertigkeits exam, but they still couldn't speak German fluently, and many patients started complaining against these doctors. And this is why around 2014 or 15 they introduced something called the Fachsprachenprüfung. What does this mean? Fach means a field or a particular subject. Sprache is language. Prüfung is exam. So Fachsprachenprüfung means testing your medical knowledge. You know, so what did this mean? They're not checking your medical knowledge per se, but they want to see if you can speak medical German, if that makes sense. Basically, they want to see if you can interact with patients and you can understand what the patient is talking to you about. So this is why they introduced the Fachsprachenprüfung. So Fachsprachenprüfung is an exam. Again, it's an oral viva exam where you sit and interact with the patient and then you present your case to another doctor, and this is how they check if you can speak medical German properly. So this was the new exam that was introduced, also a viva exam. The Gleichwertigkeits exam is a viva exam, oral viva exam. Even this is an oral viva exam. And once you passed your Fachsprachenprüfung exam, you could take your Gleichwertigkeits exam and then get a permanent registration. So what they overhauled the system in 2015 by introducing the Fachsprachenprüfung exam. Basically, the new system was, once you applied for registration with the medical board of a particular state, you were supposed to take German medical exam or the Fachsprachenprüfung, like I just mentioned. So once you've passed the Fachsprachenprüfung, you could take your Gleichwertigkeitsexam or the approbation or the permanent registration exam, and only after that you could start working as a permanently registered doctor in Germany. And all of these exams are oral exams. Once you start working as a resident, you will have no exams during your 5 years of training. Absolutely nothing. You're expected to learn everything yourself, and after 5 years you can take your final exam as a resident. And even this is an oral exam. Basically, they will ask you a few questions and they will check your knowledge. If they can give you your consultant position, and after you pass the exam you can start working as a consultant. So I just wanted to highlight this topic. I will go into the details of each one of these exams and how to pass it. There is a way to pass these exams. Not many people know of this. It is a secret that I know as to how you can pass this exam. So I hope that video helped. If you have any questions, please write them through my Instagram. I will try to answer each and every one of them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button, and see you in the next video. Bye.